Hey, I'm just gonna be on here for a little while. Hey, what's up, Sherry? Can you hear this can you hear this stream? Can you hear anything? Oh, okay, cool. Hey, I'm just on here, I'm answering the question Aaron Lewis. And he was like question. I stay in a neighborhood close to yours. I got some clean time, but it's so hard cause I literally walk out the door and the dope is right there. How did you get clean with it in your face all the time? I stay near Chicago Avenue, so you already know what I'm dealing with. I just need a tip. In a situation like that, where you like living around in an area where it's plenty of dope spots at, I mean, hey man, you in like a losing situation. I'm talking about a total losing situation. You got to have your mind totally ready to stop using. If you ain't got your mind totally ready to stop using, you're going to continue to use, man. It don't matter where you live at or nothing. I know you was telling me that you didn't have finances to get up out that area, and I can understand that. But the thing about it is, you have to have it in your mind that you don't want to mess with dope no more. You got to have it in your mind that the gig is up and it's over. If you don't have it in your mind that the gig is up and it's over, you're going to continue to use over and over again. And you ain't going to do nothing but look to excuses, look for excuses. If anybody, man, wanted to stop using, I know it's hard and I know it hurt. It hurt like hell. The other day, I was sitting in the crib and the thought just crossed my mind about how it feel, man, to go through withdrawal. Because somebody had told me that they tried to go through withdrawal and they lasted like 2 days and then stopped. When you got dope around in your neighborhood and you know that it's heavy and you could just walk out your crib and get you a bag of dope, it's hard, man. I'm talking about it is hard. And people who don't get high, they don't understand what you talking about when you telling them how hard it is to stop using. They think that you just saying something. They think that you basically a clown and you ain't got the courage to stop. It's just something that you want to do, but you not doing. Hey man, what's up? What's up, George? You just you got to put your heart and your mind to it, man. Hey, if somebody want to call in, let me know. You got to put your mind to it, man. And when you put your mind to it, you will be ready to go through that hell that you got to go through. But I'm gonna tell you something. To think about going going through withdrawal, man. Hey, man, that's something, man, to make you want to doodle on yourself. Excuse my language, but that's something to make you want to doodle on yourself. And I'm talking about you talking about scared, man. You talking about going through hell, man. Trying to get off dope, man. You are going through pure hell. But I'm gonna tell you something. If you really wanted to go into, if you really wanted to put your mind to it and stop, you'll find a way to get out that neighborhood. Just like me, I know what the west side of Chicago is. And I know I use dope on the west side of Chicago. And you're not going to catch me going over there hanging around, talking to people, telling them how the old days used to be. You're not going to catch me trying to catch up with old times with nobody in that area. Because when you go into an area like that, you're not getting nothing positive out of it. Everything that's happening from that point when you go over there is negativity. When you trying to get clean, or if you clean, you ain't got nothing to talk to nobody about in that area because you are fresh and you just got clean. You can't tell nobody nothing. You can't teach nobody nothing. You can't give nobody a word of encouragement because you still struggling yourself. And if you decide to go over there and try to spend time with the people that's still over there, like they say in the program, man, you will use before you get them people clean. And that's a fact. It take a while for people to be strong enough to be able to not use. It take a while for people to be strong enough to go into those old neighborhoods that they was once in and kick it with people. Hey man, I know that when you get clean, you want to give back to the next person. You want to go try to talk to them and try to tell them how good life is on the other side. But you can't do that. You have to build your own courage up, man. You have to get strong yourself. It's hard out here in the field, man. It's hard out here in the game. If you get fortunate enough, and I'm going to say fortunate, if you get fortunate enough to get locked up and you have to go sit in jail for a while, when you come up out of there, don't use, man. Don't use. All people talking about right now is, hey, what's up, Lisa? Michael Knight, AOB, what's going on? All people talking about right now is all the people, man, that's going into these hospitals and then coming up out these hospitals and starting to use after they come up out these hospitals. That's what people talking about these days. They had time up in the hospital to get clean. And once they got clean up in that hospital, they was forced not to use no more. They came out, right out, and got them a bag of dope. And in a lot of people cases, that last bag of dope that they snorted or they shot, it was the last bag of dope that they ever used. I mean, it's crazy, man. Hey, if any of y'all wanna call in, just let me know. Let me see. I'm try to put the call in number in there. Let me see. Yeah, that's the call in number right there. Y'all see, I got the van fixed a little bit. We're about to take it, man. We about to get out of here, man. When it start getting colder, we about to go over here, man, and see what's to it in these other cities, man. Because I'm gonna tell you something. I need to know, man, how it's going down, man, in these other cities. Because I'm gonna tell you, I don't know what it is or what's going on, but I got something in my mind, man, that's telling me us on this channel, we gonna do something, man, to help people out. I don't know what it is, man, but we gonna put our heads together, man, and we gonna do it. What's up, D man? Lil Ty Burns. Haven't seen your vids in a while. Hope you've been good. Yeah, I've been pretty good, man. Everything cool. I'm just here kicking it for a little while, man, just to see what's going on with y'all. That's all. I thought that one of the guys, man, who had asked me the question wanted to call in and tell me what was up, but I guess he didn't. If anybody want to call in before I get out of here, let me know. Or you ain't got to let me know. Just call in, man, and let's hear what's really going on. Let's see what's really popping. Lisa Real Spill, you still there? You want to call in? Yeah, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm all right. What's happening?
Ain't nothing. Hey, I was listening to what you were saying, right?
Right.
And a lot of people do that, man. They come out of them treatment centers or in jail, and they go right and get high. Like, you got to give yourself a chance.
That's a fact. And I don't see how nobody could come from up under it. And once they come from up under it, go right back and get on it again.
Right. I don't either. Now I had relapse, but it wasn't a situation where it's though I came right out of treatment and went and got some dope, or got out of jail and went and got some dope. You know what I mean?
Right.
I would give myself some time, but a lot of times I didn't have the tools. I just wasn't ready. Honestly, you know when you're ready. You know what I'm saying? It's something about it. It's something about you. When you're ready, you know when you're ready. You know? And
Right.
some people just don't be ready. They don't be ready for whatever reason. They don't be ready. So they go in there and they come back out and they relapse. I don't understand that. Because I've seen people do bits and come right back out and go straight get them some, and get out. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand it. I be like, at least give yourself a chance, you know?
Right.
You gotta give yourself a chance.
When I know when I did my prison time, I did 3 bits. 2 times I went to the penitentiary and I came home. And as soon as I came home, I knew what I was going to do when I was in the joint. I used to watch TV all the time and see around in the neighborhood where I'm from all the people over there who used to be ODing off dope. And instead of me saying, I don't want to go over there and get none of that, I'm going to stay from over there, I was like biding my time and waiting till I got out so I can go get me a bag of that.
Well, hey, I done did that too. I done did that. Like, people be ODing off of it. I be like, man, I'm going to find that shit. You know what I mean? I've done it.
It's crazy.
People falling out. And I'm saying, I'm going to get me some of that. I got to get me some of that. You know?
Right.
That's that crazy behavior, man. That's what happens when you end up on that road where we've been at, you know?
Right.
But it can be done though, you know. Y'all people just gotta get themselves a chance. It can be done. You know, and I'm gonna tell you something. I got on Suboxone for a while. I was on Suboxone for a while because I wasn't strong enough, right?
Right.
And I had to learn how to deal with the cravings and and all that. So I did. I got on Suboxone for a while, but then I came off. And I've been straight ever since. You know what I'm saying? I just had to get strong enough. So I wouldn't, go back out. I wasn't ready. And I just wasn't strong enough. I had to get myself strong mentally, and stuff. So it can be done. And do it your way. This is what I want to say too, man. A lot of people be trying to do it what they see everybody else do. Do what works for you.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact.
until you can get strong enough to where as though you don't need nothing. Stop listening to what everybody else be saying, because a lot of people try to shame you and try to make you feel like you still in active addiction because you on methadone or you on Suboxone. You do what works for you so you can save your life.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
And then
that's right.
And then as you get strong enough, you will come off of that. I'm telling you. You will come off when you get strong enough. But don't let nobody, tell you to try to shame you and stuff. That's why people stay out there a lot of times. Because they can't, they don't be ready to just do it with nothing. Some people need that stepping stool for a little while,
Right,
but
right.
because they listen to the things that people say, it makes them, stay out there. No, use that stepping stool so you can save your life.
I know years ago we was on here on YouTube. It used to be a group of people who used to go around shaming people on Suboxone and shaming people on methadone. Man, we went through hell with them people. I'm talking about it took a lot to really let them know that you have to get off this stuff the best way you can. Because you got to look at it. These clowns, and I'm not putting down treatment centers, I'm not putting down meetings. But these clowns in these meetings, man, sit there like they high and mighty, they running the world, and they telling you that you not clean if you on subs, you not clean if you on methadone. But these the same people who will go try a bag every now and then, or who will smoke weed under the table without nobody knowing. I think, me personally, I don't think that nobody should go to jail for using dope. And this may sound stupid, but I don't think nobody should go to jail for using dope. I don't think nobody should get a crime for having a bag of dope, because you got to look at it. People these days got their own damn life.
That's right.
How you gonna send somebody to the penitentiary for having pleasure in their life by doing what they want to do to make them happy? Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
It is. It is. It is. But that's what they do. I'm telling you. I stopped going to meetings just because of that. Seriously. Because the meetings, it was like all they was talking about was them old war stories.
Right, yeah.
Right? And me and the girl got the beefing, because you know how they in the meet, they ask you, do anybody got anything to say? And I said, yeah, I got something to say. And so I said, look, I don't understand what kind of meetings y'all running, because y'all talking about all the dope and all the drugs and stuff y'all had and all that. We not supposed to be there. We supposed to be trying to get clean.
Exactly.
So what is the point in all these stories that y'all, they come in there all dressed up. You can smell cologne and perfume all in the air, and your eyes burning and stuff. I just never understood that. And that was something I couldn't relate to. The minute I talked to my counselor, she said, Lisa, you got to do what works for you. And when she said that, she don't know, she freed my mind, right? Because I was in there trying to hang around them people because I thought that's what I had to do to stay clean, and I wanted to stay clean. So I was going to, from meeting to meeting to meeting, sipping on coffee, and I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell? So it really frustrated me, because by the time they finished talking in war stories, man, I had an urge. I wanted to go get high, right?
Right.
It wasn't helping me. And so when I got up to meeting that day, I went up there, my counselor, I called her on the phone and asked her what she did. She said, yeah. I asked her because she wait for me. I'm on my way. And I went up there and talked to her. And that day she told me, Lisa, you got to find out what works for you. Man, she freed my mind. She freed me. I ain't been to a meeting since.
All them dumb war stories. I'm talking about dumb, stupid war stories about how good you was when you was out there, how many stains you bust and how many bags of dope you had. Man,
Right.
don't nobody want to hear that. Ain't nobody got time for that garbage. I mean, it ain't worth it. I'm talking about it's just the worst. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I was like, I couldn't believe it though, man. When she told me that she don't know, she freed me. I didn't go back to a meeting and I stayed clean. Like I say, I got on the Suboxone for a while, then I got on as I got strong enough, and started learning more about what was going on with me. Then later on, a few years later, I started detoxing off the Suboxone.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. It works. If you want it to work, it works. You do what works for you and stop listening to them people. I'm gonna tell you something else though. I know them mother hubbers that be in them meetings talking all that trash. Man, they be getting high on the DL.
Oh yeah. And I know, and I know they do be drinking and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, and then they'll come in there and try to knock you because you want some boxing trying to save your life.
Them clowns, I don't even deal with them no more. I just don't, because I can't take it.
Either. She freed me when she said that. I was like, I'm done. I ain't go back to another meeting.
You in the meeting and you looking around at these fools wearing jewelry, and you look at them and they nice shoes on and nice clothes and they nice car, and then you think to yourself, why you not at the level that they at? But you not thinking to yourself that that's borrowed jewelry, that's fake jewelry, and them people are not as strong as they say they are, and all they doing is perpetrating. I know a lot of people who go to these meetings. They dress up one day a week just to go to these meetings to tell people how good they doing and for people to look at them. And that's not truly their life. That's not how they doing the other 6 days of the week. The other 6 days of the week, they struggling. They hurting. They ain't got no money. I mean, it's just all a game. It's all a game.
And I'm going to tell you, a lot of them people, man, they break down after a while. It come out. Let me tell you something. You can hide. You can only hide for so long. When that monkey get on your back and you call yourself getting high on the DL, oh yeah, it comes out. It comes out. They be creeping up to the meet, like you said. They dress up, get their little shit up in them, and come up in the meet all dressed up and stuff, like they doing so good. And you give them 30 days, and you'll see them on the corner somewhere, selling looseness, trying to get a blast. I bullshit you not. I done caught so many of them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I call them out. I be like, I remember you from somewhere. And they be looking at me like, really? I say, yeah. Did you used to go to that NA meeting down John Hopkins? I used to see you down there all the time. Girl, I said, you talked all that stuff and you up there using. Oh, yeah. I used to call some of them out. I sure did. I made them feel bad.
Yeah, you got to.
In them meetings talking all that trash and then got the nerve to be up there getting high.
You got to. I had a homie. He died like last year. It was last year when he died. And it was a surprise because this dude had got clean. He had became a drug counselor, and he was walking around like he was the best thing since sliced bread. I'm talking about you could not tell this fool nothing. I'm talking about he was like on top of the world. And it got to a point where he didn't want to say nothing to me. And I'm like, this dude don't want to say nothing to me because he thinking that I might make him get high. And come around and I look and see this fool done OD'd and done died from fentanyl. And he was under the table, like you said. He was under the table all the time. And some told me, dude getting down. He is getting down. I mean, out the crew that I was hanging with, I used to get high with. I'm talking about family members, friends. I'm the last one standing. And I thank God that I'm the last one standing for the simple fact I'm gonna be the one to go and tell people and scatter living hell out of them and let them know stay off of this dope, man, or bad things will happen to you.
I'm telling you.
For real.
Hey, I'm telling you, anybody that's struggling, man, if y'all don't get it together, I'm telling you, it's going to, because some things is coming down the line. And if you're out there using, man, I sure hate it for you. I sure hate it for you. I'm serious. Get yourself together. Come up out of that misery. You got to. I'm telling you. Because they going anything, a lot of stuff, this world is constantly changing. Every time you look up, something new is happening. You know what I mean?
Right.
And people, if you out there using, people going to treat you like you are nobody. I'm telling you. They going to dog you. And so if you still using, get clean. Get yourself together.
I be telling people all the time, these people out here on the street who don't use dope, they think that we are a piece of shit.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to tell you that. And you know what? I started to start a new thing to the point where I don't interview no drug addicts that's using. I want to interview people and ask them what do they think about these fools on the corner bent over looking like a fool. What do they think about people that sprung out on dope? How do they really feel about these people? And if people knew how they really felt about it, that may change their mind about using dope.
Yeah, it might. But I'm gonna tell you something, man. I get furious when I hear people talk about drug addicts. It just pisses me off.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes I say to people, man, you gotta remember where you come from.
Right.
You might not have walked in our shoes, but I know some stuff went down in your life.
Right.
You know that you probably ain't even gonna talk about. You know, I don't like that. I do not like for people to try to shame us. I got people like that in my family, man. I have to stay away from them because they know when they come at me, I be ready. I be ready to eat their ass for breakfast. I just stay away from them because the tension get thick when we're around each other. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got a sister, man, that no matter what I do, she don't think that I'm clean.
What?
I'm using. No matter what I do, you got them people. You got them type of people that no matter what you do.
After all this time, she think you still using?
Yeah. She just wicked, man. She just wicked. She got a lot of stuff with her. I'm telling you. One of them people that read the Bible can throw all them quotes out, but then turn around and do all devilish stuff. You know, she one of them kind of people. And I just stay away from her. You know, because like I say, I don't want to be angry and bitter at her all the time, right?
Right.
It took me a long time to work. I had to work on that. It took me a long time to get where I'm at today, where I can, whenever I do see her, I can speak to her, treat her nice, and keep on going. You know, because it was so much bad blood between us, right?
Right.
But I don't care what she say. Now, when she see me, oh, you look good. But out of people that came back and told me, I know she talked. She one of the people don't know I keep her mouth shut. And she talked. And see, people, she don't know who I know. But the people she talked to, when they see me, they start running their mouths. And I just listen. But I can tell, you know how you can, when somebody tell you somebody say something, and they tell you what they say, you know if it came from them or not.
Yeah, fact.
You feel me?
Fact,
you know
yeah.
if it came from them. So the stuff that the people be saying, they don't be lying. They don't be lying. It be her talking. But I let her be where she at. You know what I'm saying? Because she the one miserable. And I'm not gonna let her bring me down. I'm not gonna let misery loves company. I'm not gonna be a part of that. I refuse to be.
You got to keep your head up at all times.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Like here lately, right? I was going through a little something. Like I was down, like depressed, right? And just things a little, just ain't in a good place right now.
Right.
But I've had to pull myself back up. And that's what I did. I feel so much better. I had to meditate, do some praying and stuff. I had to get myself back up there.
Right,
but
right.
It's okay because I'm feeling a lot better today.
That's good.
And things look different. You know what I mean?
Right.
Sometimes you gotta take that me time and get yourself together. You can't stay down there and sob and just let it suck you up and suck your energy. You know what I mean?
Right.
You gotta bounce back. You gotta find a way to bounce back. Every day is not going to be a good day.
Right. I'm going to tell you something, though. I really and truly think that it's something that got to do with this dope and being previous heroin users, that a lot of us seriously deal with depression. A lot of us seriously deal with depression and ain't nobody talking about it because people would be embarrassed to say it.
That's right.
For real.
You hit it right on the nose, man. You're right. You're right. I'm gonna tell you, when I first stopped using, this last time when I stopped using, man, I got so depressed. Ooh, I got so depressed. I was like, oh man, I ain't had no energy, and I just was crying a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I just didn't feel like myself. Like, for real, my counselor came to my house. That's how bad I had been feeling. Like, I didn't even go see her. And that wasn't like me. She I'd be there, with bells on.
Right.
But I didn't even go see her, man. It's just something I couldn't get up. I just couldn't get myself together. So they put me on some medication for a while, right? She came and got me one day, took me to see a psychiatrist and stuff.
This recently? This recently? This recently?
No, this was when I first came off of dope, when I first got clean.
Right.
And I fell into a depression. Like, it just came down on me. And I couldn't get it together. I couldn't, come up out of it. It was just hard. So she came and got me. She made me an appointment with the psychiatrist. She came and got me and everything. They put me on some Paxil, right?
Right.
And I was on there for a while. But it helped. It did help. It took a minute for it to start working, but it did help. And I came up out of it, And as time went on, I started feeling much better. And so after a while, I came off. I came off that medicine too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I've been doing pretty good, but this just happened recently when I started feeling like real down in the dumps. But I think it had to go with, how when things going on with you, like, say for instance your finances ain't right. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it just puts you in like a bad place. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
And I think that's what happened this time. Is that it's just things wasn't right, and I was just in a bad place. But I'm bouncing back. I feel a lot better than what I did.
Yeah.
But a lot of people got to start admitting to that. We all got to start talking about that depression and stuff like that, because a lot of times that's what make us go back out. But people don't want to say nothing. It's not only that. I know sometimes people want to, get those cravings and stuff, and they act on them. But a lot of times, it's the struggle with that depression. When you first come off of drugs and you get clean, a lot of us go into a state of depression, but we don't want to talk about it.
Not at all. And then also, a lot of people, the reason why they start, and it's sad to say, or the reason why they started, because they've been messed with by their family members, or they've been beat down by their stepdaddy, and they got like negative things that have went on in their life. And a lot of people don't understand that That's the reason why a lot of us start using in the first place.
That's right.
Cause
That's right, bro.
for
Because of
real,
traumas.
yeah. But a lot of people, they just want to keep it to themselves because
Yeah.
of embarrassment.
Right.
Because
Right.
because I'm gonna tell you something. It's a few things that I need to say. I probably need to go to a counselor because of some things that done happened to me in the past. And
That's
I
right.
ain't never told nobody about it.
Right.
And then in your mind, you will be like, you want to kill this person. Or you want
Right.
to hurt this person. If I get a chance to get this person, I'm gonna get this person. And you'll hold that in your heart all this time and all these years to where, like you said, finally you just say to hell with it, I'm going to get me a bag.
Right. Right.
And me personally, at all costs, I ain't going to get no bag.
Right. I don't blame you.
Because I'm gonna tell you, boy, your last bag of dope these days, the last bag you use could be the last breath you breathe in this life. I can tell you
That's
that.
right. That's right. And I'm gonna tell you something else that I noticed too. Man, that fentanyl is harder for people to come off than that dope, than real dope. You notice that?
Right, right.
That's why so many people is end up ODing off of it and stuff. That stuff is hard for them to come off of because they trying to detox them off of dope, and it's not doing a whole lot because it's not dope.
Right, right, right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the crazy part. It's not dope.
And the real hell of a fentanyl epidemic right now is down in Arizona.
What?
Them blue pills down there, boy, is putting work in on people. And that's where I'm heading to because people got to know about them blue pills. And I'm going to put it out there, man. And I'm going to let people know what's really going on about them pills, boy. Because them things is taking people in Arizona out of here.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. Hey,
It's
a lot
fentanyl,
of stuff
Sherry.
it's a lot of stuff I can say about that. But you know what you know.
Right.
You know.
Right.
You know. You know what I'm saying? You know. But a lot of us do. We gotta start freeing ourselves.
Yeah.
And just so that we can move forward. And I think that's the best thing for addicts like us. The best thing is to talk to somebody.
Exactly.
Talk to somebody because when you hold on to those two things that happened to you in your past, right?
Right.
It never gets better. You gotta let it out. You gotta let it out. You know? And I ain't saying you gotta tell the whole world, but go talk to somebody so that you can move forward. Because it's hindering you. It's hindering you. I'm telling you. And you know what? I noticed that because of stuff that went on in my own life, right?
Right.
And until I came out, man, and started talking about all that stuff was hindering me. When I let it out, I was like a brand new person. Seriously. The way I felt and stuff, man, I felt so different. After I got all that stuff out of me,
right,
and talked about it and stuff, I felt like a brand new person. I'm serious. And I'm telling you, it does hinder you. Because what happens is that stuff comes out in different areas of your life. You know,
right.
Like when you be trying to have a relationship, but some people, when they done had traumas that happened to them and then they get in a relationship, that stuff comes out in your relationships and everything. I'm telling you. So it's best to go talk to somebody and get it out. Deal with it. Stop letting it eat you up because all it's going to do is make you worse. You're only getting worse. You're not getting no better.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Hey, y'all go over to Lisa Real Spill channel and sub to her channel. It's Lisa Real Spill. Hey, what happened to your when you was doing lives? I ain't seen you on lives in a while.
I ain't been on there in a minute. I told you I was going through my little issues.
Right.
So
Right.
I ain't been on there. I think I did one. I did come on and I was explaining to what was going on.
Right.
But I
Yeah.
ain't giving up. I'm getting back into it.
Right. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I like sharing. I like coming on there and sharing and saying if I be wanting to see if I can get as soon as I can get a good audience. I'm gonna have people coming up here just letting them express themselves and stuff, you know?
Right.
Because that's what we gotta do. We gotta support each other and we gotta get each other to open up, and let that stuff out so we can continue to grow.
Fact. Hey, thank y'all for coming over here tonight on this live, man. I really appreciate it. Rocker.
I didn't mean to take up all the time. Somebody else might want to call in.
Yeah, I'm about to get on up out of here right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Thanks.
All right, yeah, for sure. Thanks for coming up.
Okay.
All right. Hey, thanks Jay Brooks for coming by, Sherry, Rockabilly 3333, Diane, F Dog. Hey, thank y'all for coming by, man. Hopefully I can get the stream y'all's working and y'all could come up, man, because I want y'all to come up. Straight up. I don't know what the hell I'm doing with these live streams, but hopefully y'all could tell me what's up. That's a fact, F Dog. You basically spend your life chasing $20 bill. Man, I'm going to tell you something about that. When I was getting dope and I was going out there doing crimes, man, I used to count my money down to a science. I never broke a $20 bill. I never broke 2 10s. Because in Chicago, back in the day, good bags of dope cost $20. And if I wanted to eat some food, or if I needed to buy me some toilet paper to wipe my behind, or if I needed a bottle of water to drink, I just wouldn't drink it. I just wouldn't wipe my behind. I'd wipe it with a shirt. Because that money was meant for dope. $20 was for a bag of dope. $10 was for a bag of dope. And wasn't nothing gonna stop me from going in that money and taking it and spending it on nothing. I'll starve to death. If I get when I get that bag of dope, my stomach could be all right then. For real. I don't need nothing to eat. A lot of us, man, when we was out there, boy, we was 100-something pounds soaking wet. I'm talking about looking grimy as hell, nasty. I'm talking about anything basically goes. Hey, man, it was going down for real. I know people used to say to themselves, man, I used to see people when they used to be going into stores and stuff like that. And I used to walk past, they be locking their car doors. And then they'll go back to the door and pull the doorknob just to let me know that their door was locked. Not to go up in there and try to steal nothing. It was crazy, man. They knew what we was on. They can look at us and tell. These people out here ain't no fools, man. For real. Yeah, they do. They got that 6th sense, F Dog. They do. They know what time it is. You ain't got to say nothing, man. For real. And see how stupid it is. I used to pride myself, man. And this is dumb as hell. I used to pride myself on not stealing nothing out the hood, going in the suburbs and stealing. Because in my mind, these fools in the city, in the hood, they ain't got nothing worth me stealing. If I steal something from them, what I'm gonna get for it? A couple dollars? That ain't gonna buy me no dope. I'm talking about if I'm taking something, it's gonna be $20 or over. Because that's gonna be the only way I'm gonna be able to get me a bag of dope. $20 or over. I'm talking about when I didn't have no merch and I used to go to these fence men with nothing, and they didn't see nothing in my hand when I was walking up. They used to be like, yeah, we know what time it is. You need you $20 to get you a bag of dope so you can go out there and steal. We'll give you $20 just to get it started. And then they used to give me a sheet of paper telling me what they wanted for me to steal for them. And at all costs, I would go out there and get it. I'm talking about, I didn't care, man, if it was Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving. Hey, man, when you a dope fiend, it don't matter, man, if the Lord's standing next to you. If you got to get you a bag of dope, you will steal from your mama to get you a bag of dope. What's up, Rob R? Rob M, what's to it, man? I mean, it was crazy. The pawn shops do it too. That's a fact. It's George Fool say it's easy to get away and play the game if it's a secret. Hey, man, out here, man, life of being a dope fiend, we can't hide nothing. They all know what the deal is. That's why I never look down on a fellow dope fiend. I think every dope fiend is my brother. And that sounds stupid, man, but I think every dope fiend is my brother or my sister. Because I'm going to tell you something. I know how that life is, man. And I know that coming off dope ain't as easy as your family members will say, oh, why don't you just stop using? It ain't that easy, man. It ain't that easy. It's crazy, man. Rob said working, trying to do the right thing is hard. Hey, man, I say it like this. When you working your job and you doing what you have to do and you clean and you ain't using no dope, it feel like you going nowhere fast. I'm talking about nowhere fast. You got to try to find every type of legit hustle that you possibly can. And it's only 24 hours in the day, man. And in them 24 hours, you got to take the time that you can out your day to try to get as much money as you can in order to be satisfied to take care of yourself and your household. Because I'm going to tell you something. Me personally, I'm tired of having to go out here and hustle, do different stuff just to pay a bill. Nah, man, it's a better life than that. It's a better life than that. Trying to look good for the next person, trying to let the next person look at you and let you know, oh man, you doing good. Oh man, you on top of the world. And you want to really tell them, man, I'm out here struggling. I ain't doing nothing, man. Just living an everyday simple life. And if you know that living an everyday simple life, with living your life like that, and you still ain't getting ahead, imagine the next dope fiend out here doing the same thing. rockabilly, just like people who look down on homeless folks until you end up there yourself. That's a fact. Man, here in Chicago, I know so many homeless people around in different areas that's I used to get high with. So many homeless people, man, that's sleeping up under the railroad tracks, sleeping downtown, that I was in the joint with. And this was 20 something years ago. So you think to yourself, if you've been clean 20 something years ago, and these people here are still hurting, and you doing the right thing in life, and you still not getting ahead, what's really going on, man? What's really happening? George Food, yeah. We think we got everyone food, but most already figured it out, and we only fooling ourselves. Hey, man, I used to sit there all the time, man, and when I used to tear off a big stain, I used to go buy me like brand new Jordans, buy me new outfits, and I really thought that I was fooling somebody. I really thought that didn't nobody know that I was a dope fiend. And I thought I was being slick until I got out the joint and looked on my mama wall, and it was a picture up there of me before I went to the penitentiary, looking like Weird Al Yankovic, looking like the biggest dope fiend, man, in Chicago. I told my mama, man, you got to take that picture down off that wall, ma. Because I don't want your friends or nobody coming in here seeing me looking like that. And then looking at me now how I look. And that was when I first got out the joint. I didn't even look like the same dude. And I thought that I was being slick. I really thought I was pulling the wool, man, over somebody's eyes. Because I went and bought me a brand new pair of shoes and a new outfit. And I wasn't tricking nobody. Them people told me, man, when I touched down from the joint, they told me, man, we knew you was a dope fiend all the time. We knew that you would steal anything. We knew what you was on, but we just didn't want to tell you because we didn't want to hurt your feelings. But we could smell you when you walked in the house. You stunk. You needed to take a bath. But we didn't want to tell you. You took your shoes off, your feet was stinking. When you come in the house and you take your shoes off, we used to put your shoes outside the front door. And you used to be looking for your shoes and couldn't find them. They used to be outside the front door. Because them things used to stink so much. If you set them at the front door and we all were in the back in the kitchen, we could smell your shoes over the food that we cooking. And you thought that you was being slick out here. Hey, man, we wasn't fooling nobody. And we thought we was living our best life. I'm talking about our best life. These people, man, sitting here and I'm talking about these people have got the answer to the fentanyl epidemic, to the drug addict epidemic. They've got the answer. You look over in Switzerland and in these other countries, man, and over in Canada, all the United States of America have to do is follow the blueprint of these other countries. And if you follow the blueprint of these other countries, you will see that you can save some people. But they man ain't on saving nobody. Because all of these fools got their hand in the cookie jar. Everybody is getting paid off of this crap but a dope fiend. What a dope fiend is getting is his life over like Rover. But these politicians and these mayors and all these clowns, they don't want it to stop. Because I'm going to tell you, if they stop the epidemic, if they stop this, people going to stop going to jail. The crime rate going to go down. Dudes on these blocks gonna stop being on these blocks. They gonna start going to get there some jobs because they ain't gonna have no other choice. It'll shut their whole game plan down. Jay Brooks, I just said this to my mother earlier. That's why I left the medical field. I felt like I was doing dirty work. Nah, it wasn't that you was doing dirty work. You was doing the best that you could in order to take care of your family. But it's the people that's above you that know what time it is. The people that could actually stop this thing. And they put it in their mind to the point where, why should they stop it? That's where all the revenue coming from. They ain't stopping nothing. Man, it's so much stuff, man, that we could put out here. We could talk so much about this thing, man. But we got to put our minds together, man, and see what we can do to try to help the next fool out here that's struggling. Because it's all about them now. It's all about these kids, man, that don't know and don't understand what they're about to go into. They don't know about if they take this pill that they homie done gave them, that they won't be able to eat another bag of Cheetos or Doritos ever again. You got this lady from I think it was Bewitch. I forgot her name. She was a star. It was Bewitch or something. I was reading something today where her son overdosed off heroin like 20 something years ago, and she just coming out talking about it. Just imagine if a person who was out in the public's eye, a person who was, as they call, a star. I don't call them no star, but a person's like they call a star. Just imagine if she would have came out years ago and told people what happened to her son, how her son died. She could have saved somebody with that story. I mean, in this game, if you save one person, I mean, just one person, you did your job, man. You could leave this earth and be proud of yourself because you saved one person. It's crazy, man. It is. I'm going to get out of here, y'all. I've been on about an hour. Thank all y'all for coming by again. And I might try to do these like every other night or something. just to bring y'all the news on what's going on in these different cities with this all these people. Like, man, we'll see. Hey man, thank y'all for sticking with me. Thank y'all for having your boy back all the time. Thank y'all for being here, man. Y'all help me a lot, man, in the comment section. Y'all just don't know, man, when I be reading y'all comments, man, how I be feeling. I'm talking about it's just a beautiful thing, man, to have y'all. I'll talk to y'all later.